Hello, today we will see how to use OpenRewrite, which is a tool to migrate application from a state to another one. And in this video, I will use it to migrate all the Spring Boot app application into the last version of Spring Boot, say Spring Boot version 4. So here, one of my repo among others that I have on my GitHub account, and you will see that in the POM, the Spring Boot version is the 3.1.0, so it's quite old. So what we will do, we will clone this repository. I will open it with IntelliJ. So you see it is 3.1.0. I need to put it to 21 because I build the application. Okay, now I run it. For the story, the application is a Spring Boot application that load data in that embedded database H2 and then make it available through an endpoint. Run. So the controller is this one. And you see we have 2% that have been added with this zip code. And so I will go on rec bin, do a curl /% zipcode. And you see we have some content. So here a person. So this is the endpoint, is to fetch person by the zip code. Now what I will do is to migrate this application with OpenRewrite. So here's the web page of OpenRewrite for the recipe with the upgrade to Spring Boot 4. So OpenRewrite is a tool which proposes recipes, and the recipes are the way to migrate from one state to another. And here the recipe for Spring Boot 4. It is named, let me see, org.openrewrite.java.spring.boot4.upgrade Spring Boot 4 underscore 0. And you have the Maven plugin to add. So you copy it, you put it in your POM. Okay, so I rebuild my project. And now I will use the command to do the rewrite. So let's do it. So before, you see in my GitHub, for the moment, I have only the update to Java 21, okay? See if I do that, and the addition of the plugin. Okay, to change. And now I will do this. This will apply the recipe migration change. So it says it is using the active recipe upgrade Spring Boot 4.0. Validating active recipes. And we should see changes in the POM with the new modularization of the Spring Boot app, and some change also in the controller with the auto wire. Okay, so there is plenty of log which says printing available data table to target, etc. And the best thing to see what has been changed is to see with the git compare. So you see the first thing is the removal of auto-iron. Okay. And then in the POM, so it has changed the version of Spring Boot. This was done by the OpenRewrite recipe. This was me who has upgraded to Java 21. Then you have the change of the dependency to the dependency more specifically to the module WebMVC. So to not take everything from Spring Boot Starter Web. And I think the last change is the plugins that I have added. So you see, thanks to OpenRecipe, we have seen that it automatically changed the Spring Boot application to the new way of doing of the Spring Boot 4. So now let's build the application and see if everything is going okay. So it is building. I think I reload and I rerun my app. So I have still the record that has been added to the H2 database. And if I go to write-bin to run the curl, the endpoint still answer correctly to the request, to the HTTP request. So go to OpenRewrite, copy the plugin Maven script, put it in your project, and then run the script with this command. ./mv_nw-u-deskip test rewrite::run. Thank you very much, and maybe see you in another video. Bye.